earlier today, and I thought I would kind of celebrate the event
Yeah.
by doing live streams all
Did you run
week
all those
long.
loads today? Dang, you're busy.
So we've got Nostalgic Farmer with us and Farmer Craig going to be with us on multiplayer.
Keep moving because if you sit for 10 minutes, they'll boot you. So where are we headed to?
We need to find a World of Trucks job. Let's check that out.
That would be on the external, correct?
Yep. So, does everybody have all the DLCs?
I do.
I do.
All right. Got Tacoma, Salem, Oakland, Mexico, Tumakari, Olympia, Washington.
Yeah, I got Tacoma, Kinnick, Oakland.
You got a Tacoma, Phoenix to
Yeah.
Tacoma.
Yep, I got 3 of them.
Farmer Craig.
No Tacoma.
Okay, the long one.
Yeah, it would be a long one.
I don't know if you've got it configured to do like short jobs.
No. I don't have any Tacoma showing up.
Medford, Oregon, Ontario, Oregon, Salem.
I got a Salem.
I got Ontario and Astoria.
And an Ontario.
Ontario? Yeah, I got one of those.
I got an Ontario, Oregon.
All right, let's do that one. Phoenix to Ontario.
All right.
Ontario. Now, that is the name of a town that is in 2 different states.
Hey, Timothy, GoldenEye,
Ontario,
Delta
Oregon,
Bravo,
and Ontario, California.
Kiwi. Hey, it's been a while since I've been in ATS, so
Very far to go out there.
my key bindings are a little confusing.
Here, go left, go down here, make a right, and make a right in the or make a left in the driveway.
Oh, I've got quite a long. I gotta go 22 miles to pick my job.
Mine's right here at Walbert.
You guys doing the truck at home? Did you get it to work with multiplayer at all, or?
Not the skin, but yeah.
So the event is working?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So take long to hook up with multiplayer?
If you haven't already gotten the, you already have TruckersMP?
No, I don't have that yet, so.
Yeah, you'll need to go download TruckersMP, create an account, and install that. Then you basically run TruckersMP, link it to your ATS, and then launch ATS from the TruckersMP wrapper launcher. That'll take you into their multiplayer server. Pick US. We're on a run to Ontario.
Ontario. I heard that part. Let's see what I can do here. Any of you been to Las Vegas, New Mexico? Not Nevada. I've been there.
Yes, I have.
I've been through there so many times, it's scary. I moved from Colorado to New Mexico, so I went through it like every time we took a trip.
Yes, I have.
Delta says, hey.
Hey, Delta.
Is your luggage?
Sign in through Steam. Oh.
Yeah, I got almost 14 years OTR. So yeah, I've been to Las Vegas.
Nevada.
New Mexico. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nevada. Both.
Yeah, me too. Funny thing is, there's like 4 or 5 Los Alamos, New Mexicos. Like the infamous nuclear test site, or a place where they do the testing. There's actually 4 or 5 towns in New Mexico called Los Alamos.
Hey, Farmer John.
Yeah, I looked at it I saw that on a map and went, whoa.
Yeah, let's get that Los Alamos.
Yeah. Luckily, the post office works on zip codes now, not.
Oh, looks like we got the same load of fertilizer.
Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Well.
All right, here we go. Hooked up to this thing. So, Farmer Craig, which way does it have you going? Got me going up
it's
the
got me
60?
going up 6. Yes, it does.
93. We're gonna hit.
Yes.
We're gonna hook up to the 303. Then it catch this.
That's what it's got me doing.
All right. So meet up with you somewhere.
Yep, 303.
Where did you guys go to pick up?
Tim's, South Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, you're down there. Okay, I'll be coming in on the 303 from the other side.
Alright, I'm closer to 3.
All right.
Look at him go.
Yeah, he's dipping it. Good thing we're going the other way.
He came in, he slid sideways when he came in here.
Hey, Christopher, what's up? They said there was 700 and some people in the server when I joined.
Yeah, there was like 751 when I clicked on it to join. And I noticed a little bit later that mine's down to 746 now for my number.
Yeah, it was a little intense.
Well, I think what I'll do is I'll stream this. I'm going to stream this all week while the event's going on. Get some visibility and run a little loads for Delta Bravo transport.
Meet him right here.
I think he's further north. His pickup is on the north end of town. Hey, I Goff, what's up? So yeah, the only catch is with this event is to make sure you do World of Trucks contracts, which are going to be the external contracts. Since we're external, we're going to be limited 5.
That is correct.
And it sounded pretty cool if we get 1,200 miles, I think, during the week. Get some bonus after they release the game update. Hey Delta, thanks for the super chat.
Like 1550, like 1550, 1600 for the 2,500 kilometers.
All right, we'll do that, and I'll get that set up for tomorrow. Delta.
If you want to pull by me, pick a spot, stop, that's fine.
I'm almost there. Interchange is coming into sight.
No, we don't have you on the near us yet.
Yeah, I'm up here at 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had me coming in on the 303 from the other direction. From the other end of it.
Treehouse. The award is a little uncertain at the moment. Basically, what they said in their blog post was
Making the
that
turn to Wickenburg.
was basically that
You guys were real close to where I live. Why didn't you come down and take a visit?
in order to
I'm literally between Tucson and Phoenix. But
Oh, wow.
I'm 100 miles from Phoenix and 50 from Tucson.
basically in order to do
I've
the
been through
event
there several
kind
times.
Driving up Highway 77.
of quickly, they needed to they couldn't update the game because of the beta.
Globe doesn't sound
You
familiar.
go up through Oro Valley out of Tucson. Keep going straight north.
So the reward will
Nope.
follow after
No, I run
the game update.
Probably
87 up to Payson.
Hey Hoot, what's up?
270, 277, 377, then 77 up there on the north end, up there up into Holbrook.
87 do they not have?
Hey Nathaniel.
Here in the game. I have not been by my house. Highway 77. It's in the game. I bet like 60% of that. But I've never been on my highway in the game. Launcher 1007.
You know where Bass Pro's at over there, don't you? On the east side of Phoenix.
I'm not familiar with Phoenix.
Okay. It's over there. It's on the over there off the Red Mountain Freeway. Up there on the north side. Right where 87 goes, right there by where 87 goes north.
Oh, okay. I used to go into Phoenix that way to visit my brothers.
You ATS Hoot?
Yeah, I've delivered many a load of boat to that Bass Pro. And to Cabela's over there by the football stadium.
Put on our high beams.
On the other side of town.
Hey Nitro Dad, what's up?
Phoenix. That's about 100 because I don't like those cities. That's where there was
Me either.
up to about 2,000.
You guys popped into my little screen.
Ramped to 60. Were you waiting on 60 or were you at
Yeah, I'm on 60. I got flashers on and beacons on both. I'm just easing down the road here, waiting.
Hey, country girl. I guess we're obeying stop signs.
I've been running with Delta's crowd too much.
Blow through everything that doesn't have a dot next to it.
It'll help. Pretty much. Turn off penalties, turn off fatigue, and away we go.
I took off fatigue.
That's
I
right.
sleep around the back of my truck. Plus, I do obey stop signs and stop lights, and I just speed when I can.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Nitro Dad.
Speed the truck.
Thought we would get in here and do ATS and give the truck at
All right.
home
I got it mashed down. Go on around if you want.
event, a little publicity.
I can tell you guys are not true truckers. Put the hammer down.
Well, I don't talk that way because some people don't tend to not understand. So
I understand all of it, so I'll believe you talking that way.
hammer down.
Here's a question for you guys if you think you know truckers. You know what an 18-wheeler is, obviously. What's a 9-wheeler? A 9-wheeler is a redneck on roller skates pushing a wheelbarrow down the interstate picking up all the hammers that the truckers broke. That used to be a...
Hey,
I had to make someone politically correct.
We're on our way to Ontario, Oregon.
Hey! We're watching.
So we've got quite a ways to go to get there. We've
going
got
along and there was a lag spike or something, and
got Farmer
all of
Craig
a
with
sudden,
us.
I'm almost in the back end of Nostalgic's trailer.
Got Nostalgic Farmer with us.
I swerved and I swear I clipped the corner of it, but it didn't show anything because it was, I don't know what the deal was, but yeah. And then all of a sudden, you're way up the road in front of me. I'm like,
Officer asked
okay.
you, why did you rear end the truck? Well, it was a lag spike.
I've had that happen. I really have.
It's called falling asleep at the wheel, right? That's a lag spike. You're
No.
under simulation.
Jonathan, they did not
Yes.
check the info
Yes,
in the
we are.
description. There's a link to the blog post and some of the information about the event in the description. Basically, your reward is going to come, I think, after the next ATS update. Because in order to do the update in game, now they would have had to have known they were doing this event before the beta came out several weeks ago.
You already own your own truck, right? Standard
I'm
engine.
level 26. I have 12 employees, etc. I guess it might be.
I've used mine before. Do you have any mods in it?
Yeah, that might be correct.
That would be where it would get you.
Yeah, you got to run a stock truck. No modded engine sounds or anything like that.
Right.
You've got a custom skin. It'll load up just a white truck.
All the custom skins.
I stopped running mods a long time ago when I started doing the multiplayer, just because it was just easier.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, I can't exactly
So
change
when
this
you
volume
first
right
go
now
in, you'll have to make some runs
because
till
I'd
you
have to
can
alt
get
tab out of the
enough.
game.
Yeah, make a few runs till you can get enough to get a loan and get you a truck.
Yeah, just like single player.
Right.
Because my second account is the Kenworth K100, so I don't think that would work. My first one I have just basically cosmetic mods and stuff.
Yeah, now the stuff that might change, like the vehicles, or not the vehicles, like trailers and company names, that might still work.
Yeah.
Might, or no. Yeah, anything like a custom truck or definitely maps. Hey, Kobe, what's up?
Ah, get the wizard.
It will be a while. We got 900 miles to go.
I'll start somewhere in the northwest.
3 coming. 3 trucks sold. And hold, slow down. Got a truck across the road.
Boy.
Truck across the road.
Check brake.
Brake check. So the city you want to start in? We doing Oregon and Washington? Since I were DMCs.
Well, we got all the DLC.
We've
I'm
got
gonna
all
go
the
around.
DLC, so
Okay.
we're going that way.
Well, Ontario was actually down southern, I thought.
Yeah, southeastern side next to Idaho.
Oh, you're going to Ontario, Oregon?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Datwater.
Well, it matter exactly where I put my base. I can always just go that direction and beat up.
Oh, I heard that. I heard he was bringing back the Modern Classics DLC.
Like we're getting ready to go to Las Vegas, so yeah, I'm staying reasonably close to you guys, but not too close. That way, if there is kind of a spike and things go to jumping around, there's no danger of hitting.
Right.
The guy got kicked.
Yeah. This game is very
I enjoy it, but then after, I don't know, after 15, 20, 30 loads, it starts to get a bit repetitive.
I just did a whole bunch of contracts on Slovak Village. I figured I'd have worked out on that now. I know it's 6 or 8 games.
No, Christopher, not yet.
Yay, I get my dream job of driving a truck. I've been around trucks enough in my life, I do not want to be a truck driver. I've changed more truck tires than most people are days old. Ran a commercial tire shop for 10 years, so
Yeah,
I learned all the
same.
trucker lingo.
Hey, Cyber
Uh-huh.
Redneck.
Let's see.
You know what a chicken coop is?
I've heard of it, but I think it's been too long.
That's a scale house, way station.
Yeah. Pick that, you know, I know what that one is. See the music volume all the way up. There we go. Thank you, Grady. All the way down. Anybody else use Grady as their voice navigation? She's funny. Only because she reminds me of my real grandmother. So.
I'm not here.
That's the problem that I don't listen to.
They were funny for a while, and then they got so repetitive.
Yeah,
They only have like 12 phrases or something.
sometimes I'll turn off all of the extra windows and then just listen to where I need to turn the on dash. Realistic.
I was on.
We've reached the end.
This Columbia guy I'm passing's got a lot of lag. They're little clear. Oh, we get off here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was too worried about the lag.
Guy I was on here with last night when he's playing single player and not on multiplayer. He's got an Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator voice for his GPS.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
All right, Nitro Dad.
Yeah, Columbia needs to move and get out of the middle of the ramp.
Yeah, he was really lagging. Oh, Chevy.
Yeah, it was from the 18 speed limit. I got those I went to a 7 speed.
As long as you weren't the guy across the road.
I had myself some
I wish they could use the same control profile for every profile
I used to
Mind
have.
all those things.
I used to have push to talk mapped to the same button as wipers. They're kind of annoying.
you have. The thing is, they default that way.
Hey, Sim Addict, what's up?
The thing is, I have to go into the game to figure out which one to which. Let's see, hit the clutch. Okay, I need to unassign the look up and down. I never use that. I don't want to see the ceiling of my truck cab.
We're gonna see a nice sunrise here around the bend. Yeah, the DLC, the northern DLCs are really nice. You just need to turn the steering wheel more. Sim.
Joystick B for the brake, actual brake. Down here. That's Y, if I remember correctly. Not advisor Oscar. Sorry. That's
into Vegas.
So I'll start driving and see what breaks when I
Right turn on the left.
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to the
There's more way I could look left and right.
looking
I
forward
just
to the
looked
Idaho
up and down
DLC also.
to see the ceiling or the seat.
Those potato sell points look really interesting. Or those potato pickup points. Oh, what a hit! Or,
In this and Farm Simulator both, if I'm doing first person
Oh,
sit in the
jeez.
driver's seat, I can back a trailer in anywhere. If I do it third person, it doesn't work that well. I'm all over the place.
well, I was gonna run it, but then I saw a dot coming up. I'm like, oh crap! I stopped, and then all of a sudden it went green.
I was like, oh, man, run it. Uh-oh. Run it.
That's wacky.
I'm gonna be making a left up here.
Yeah, but I want to be back there.
Yeah, I saw it hit the median. Monday seafood buffet. All right, I'll try to bump the volume on the other guy here at the light. Stopping, stopping, stopping.
There, turn off those mirrors. Engine started.
All right, you might be a little louder now.
Got my first speeding ticket earlier today.
Oh, there's so many cops in this game. It's ridiculous.
It's funny though, because I've spent so much.
I already turned off the citations. I figured let's see, keep
Right behind you, nostalgic.
Let's see, where's high, low beam, light mode, high beam, right. There we go. D-pad right. Okay, that one I already know. Now, let's see what else I run into before I get down to the loop yard. Okay. Well, there's another one. I went to shift into drive and forward, and I got different cameras. Okay. Actually, they don't have a specific. It must be just the shift up and down.
Yeah, the sun rays really make you sometimes squint. And I need some sunglasses.
On mine, shift up is the right shift button. Shift down is the right control button.
I'm using an Xbox controller. So I have the D-pad
Yeah.
up and down. Hey, we're motivating. Right joystick is my camera. Left joystick is the steering. B is engine brake. Y is cruise control. The two little triggers above, well, right triggers accelerate, left triggers decelerate, and then the buttons are turn signals.
I don't think I could ever remember how to use a controller. Be like, which
learned
button does
Elite.
what, and where are they at? I'd spend my whole
I
time
used it
staring
for-
at the controller.
I've done Elite Dangerous with a controller after doing that, because they have like multiple combination buttons you can do in that. Like left trigger, right trigger, X does one thing, but right trigger X and left trigger X do something different. Yeah, you get used to that, and Truck Simulator is nothing. Yeah. I guess I'm going out the door. No, I gotta go this way. Well, I'm being followed by a big box, so I guess I must be doing okay.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Just don't hit disconnect.
Oh, and in multiplayer, Truckers MP, if it's remotely dark, turn your headlights on, and just always run with
Yes.
them on, because they'll kick you after like 5 seconds. Like, turn your headlights
Yeah.
on. 4, 3, 2, 1, you're gone.
I've already been kicked due to AFK. Go figure.
I'm gonna do this just running lights.
Yeah, and if you're in multiplayer and you park your truck, you got to move it every 10 minutes, or you'll get booted.
Almost better if you're going to be gone, not just log out, log back in.
Yeah, it's like if you're waiting on some guys to finish delivering, or like these guys, they were waiting on some guy streaming to show up to actually do the stream because he was probably because he got booted because he turned his running lights on, but it's not his headlights.
Sometimes.
Where is everybody at? I like this no traffic idea. I heard about that. No traffic.
Yeah, the only other traffic is the other people playing.
You know, well, I don't think there's anybody in St. George, Utah, so I think that's where I am. I picked this
It's not bad.
base in the middle, so almost have my intro delivery done here.
737 miles to go.
But I made it.
300 gallon tank, Greg.
Not on this one. I don't have it on this profile. I'm not high enough yet to get it.
1020 Pro.
Yeah,
Oh, if y'all need fuel, let me know.
I'm doing all right now.
Okay. See
I
if
got a
can-
half a tank, so I'm good for quite a long time.
And I have 300.
Good for another 1,100 miles.
Yeah, I do.
I've got it's all leveled up, so I've got the best fuel economy and everything.
Yep. That's what I did.
Yeah.
See if I can actually do this now. Backing in. I have to back into a door at this warehouse. Yes, I think that's.
You'll get a little box with green straight lines and white corners. And you
I
got to
have
get
to-
the trailer and truck into it, and once you get into it, you're good.
My
Comes a
my
little
main
car.
character's level 26, so I think I figured.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about how long that he wasn't driving.
I'm just gonna remember that the left button is the brakes, not reverse. After you played this farm simulator for a while.
Well, what's bad is in this game, I get used to playing farm sim, and I keep hitting the space bar to go to reverse, except it sets the brake on the tractor.
Yeah.
Well, that's not desirable. Right turn.
No!
That's how you power slide.
All right, we got somebody coming up, so you can't take it too wide.
I did find out in this, if you hit the brakes too hard on wet roads, you will slide your truck and you can end up jackknifing. I learned that one the hard way. Yeah, well, I didn't crash any time I did it. So. I just, oops, the other forward. Just want to get this done. I might be able to hop in one of the rented trucks. Heck with it. I'm in a hurry now, Skip. Okay, thank you. I don't need the experience. I'm late? How can you be late? Time taken. It took me, what is that? 233,996 hours and 13 minutes to go 1 mile. Woohoo! I's a cruiser. Probably because
I
I
think
got,
everybody's late with their first one.
yeah, not in the real game, or not in single player, but Hey, truck headquarters.
When I popped in the first time, I glitched or something. I like $5 million.
Guy was trying out a money cheat mod, and he had it in his folder, and there was some kind of a glitch because he was in single player, and one of his employees turned in their money, and all of a sudden he had like 85 million. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Okay, go back into multiplayer now. I thought I was AFK, so because I was sitting there fixing my controls.
Right.
I like trying to guess what these companies are supposed to really be. You know, like, I mean, Walbert's easy, but some of these other ones are kind of like, I wonder what that is.
Parts is Love's. Home store is Home Depot.
Surprisingly, I don't
You guys are all leaving Las Vegas, going north. Let me see. See if I can get a multiplayer.
I see a bunch of floating phone poles
Hey, your favorite.
off to the left. Floaters, floaters, floaters. Saw 3 floaters in Sandy Bay from the
You know, I'm
road.
going to create a new map and I'm going to make every tree float just for you. Are you guys going up through Peoche or are you heading up through St. George?
95.
Well, this map doesn't show me. Probably up through Tonopah, that direction.
Pico.
Oh, Piotch.
Pico.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
Eli.
Gallon was
Eli's
Exxon.
easier.
I don't know.
Elko.
It's an oil company.
Uh-huh. Winnemucca.
Rod and I was wondering if what Gallon is supposed to represent. It's Phillips 66.
Let's see if I am going to.
Chevron.
It's either that one or BP.
I have nothing going that direction. I have something going into Utah. Page. That's the wrong way. Kingman.
Well,
Yes,
since
it's kind of the
it's
surrender.
our experience, it'll
Yeah.
give you shorter run.
Yeah, well, I was just looking for anything going northwest, but I guess nothing's in range except for Las Vegas or Kingman, so
And that's
I'll do the Kingman because that'll put me in range of Piotch.
Lose
Position
you
in
guys?
queue.
I see.
Where's that? Piaki.
Entering Tonopah.
This must be a Kenworth.
Yeah, Tonopah discovered. Right, that turn. Huh. Right turn.
Good thing you said that. I was busy looking at the church on the hill. Thinking all kinds of just wrong things about a church on the hill. Thinking that church would probably be an interesting, scene for a horror movie or something. Old church on a hill with maybe a lightning storm, and then you're like, right turn ahead. What? Oh. Left turn. Left turn.
left turn coming up.
Left turn, Clyde. Florence. find it. I just said, "Oh, this is a Kenworth." Look down now, of course. Duh, yeah, that says a KW in the center of the string. Well, that might be it.
Hey, DB, what's up?
Everything I have in my big game is all Peterbilt 389s. So. Yeah, this game does take control of your computer pretty good. You have to alt-tab out of anything, even just hit the Windows logo key to... Hey, gotta love roundabouts. Do you have to slow down for those, or is that optional?
All optional.
Ew.
It's always optional.
The stop signs with a white border are optional. If they have no white border, then you must stop. Try telling that to Officer Joe. Or tell him I'll stop twice next time.
A roll generator for placing different start qualities of the server Nebraska. I'm supposed to be rolling. I'm rolling. It's not the right way.
Why is it sending me towards Las Vegas? Port of entry. What are we limited to 65 in this one too?
On externals, yes.
Yeah, external
I'm doing
contacts.
45 miles per hour.
Well, it slows you down in a city
Wow.
too.
Yeah, it will.
No, I'm on the interstate. Please pull
Doesn't
in.
matter if you're considered in the town limits.
Oh, multiplayer slows you down.
It'll slow you down to 45.
So no blasting through Las Vegas at 80 miles per hour anymore, darn it. I guess they're instituting inspections and other things with the port of entry with 137. I'm wondering how they're going to incorporate that. 46, 167. Yep, very definitely under the max 80. Hey, there goes somebody. Old Smocky. He's carrying wire, not carrying pipe.
Yeah, you'll see blue dots on your GPS. So those are other folks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see there
Yeah, that's how I could tell that was the old Smocky and then ER in parentheses or brackets.
And if you've got friends that are friended on you on Steam, I think they show up as green dots.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And if you hit tab key, it'll bring a box up and it'll tell you the name of it lists everybody that's within a certain distance of you.
Ah, I'll have to see if any of you are within distance. All of you
No.
use it.
We won't show up.
Oh, you will.
It's like 600 yards or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
like
Yeah, I'm
it's
on.
about 600 to 700 meters.
I'm heading down south on 15 towards Las Vegas right now, so through the Virgin River Canyon, straightening the corners.
And if you right click on it, it'll bring up a yellow mouse cursor. And you can click on the little gear button in the bottom left corner of it. It'll bring up another box, and that'll let you adjust the. You can go to display in that one, and it'll let you adjust the transparency of it, so you can have it up all the time.
Oh, okay. This guy Old Smoky is a slowpoke.
Yeah, that's what I did with it.
It's not Smoky, it's Smoky. Smocky.
There is in it, multiplayer. There is a CB Truckers
I see
MP radio from that.
Yeah, I see it up there on channel 19. Breaker 19.
You know,
Uh,
if you hit X, you can talk to the.
Yeah.
I changed
Come
mine.
on,
I changed
Mr.
mine to 10, so I don't have all the chatter.
I haven't heard anything from it. I turned the radio volume down on the preferences. I wonder if that includes the CB. Hey, I'm passing Old Smoky. Bye bye, Wally Gator 884 or whatever that means. Bye bye.
Yeah, I can locate key binding for it, so I want to move it to.
Hey.
Or something.
Oh, that's the road to Eli. I'm thinking, here, I'm only a mile from Eli. I should be able to see you guys. But it's the road to Eli.
Left turn.
We always joke about it between Tucson and Phoenix. There's a sign that says San Diego 1 mile. Like, yay, let's go to San Diego, go to the beach. It's only a mile away. But we're in Casa Grande, Arizona. Oh, come on, I didn't want to slow down that much. That's one issue I have with this game is you hit the brakes and it really slows you down.
Yeah,
Right at the end.
that's what down to 60.
Yeah. I do use the jake brake a lot, so I may end up having it. And I definitely get a retarder in my transmission. When you've driven a 1.2 million pound truck with a retarder on it, you learn about them. Too bad we don't have LeBairs in this. The Rayons. Yeah, it's the
Oh,
first
we
thing.
got left turn, right turn. Anybody need fuel?
I'm still good. I got at least half a tank.
Guy in front of me cuts through the gas station.
I wonder if it's doing.
Here in Arizona, if you use private property to circumnavigate a traffic signal, and you can get a ticket.
Hey, Joseph, what's up?
Yeah, they frown on it up in New Hampshire.
I mean, even if you
I've been
pull
up
in
there.
behind the Walgreens and go around the back of it and come out the other side, policeman can say, hey.
Just let me do 75.
I have done 87.
I was rolling along and I'm trying to figure out, oh my gosh, so fast.
For a while there, I had that 1,000 horsepower cat mod, and holy cow, you could haul, literally. You pull up some of these hills and gain speed all the way up. I said, okay, delete.
We're going to Ontario, Oregon.
I usually, just hammer down because the limit speed 65. That's what I was doing.
There.
75 and still gaining.
I just saw my second player. Sweets. Are all of you basically named like your Discord name, or are you?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, me too. Crazy Sonora. So,
I basically switched like everything so that it's
yeah.
makes it easier.
Unless it goes by your actual in-game truck name or truck driver's name, but
That's be your profile name on your profile.
okay. I have absolutely no idea which direction I'm going, and I don't guess I'm going north according to that one.
I've actually rated a handful of people in here like, oh, hey, nostalgia. And I'm like, what? Oh, hi.
Know you from your mods?
Yeah. Like, you're the farming simulator. Yeah, yep, I am.
Famous.
There's 2 people coming into Three. Wow, Las Vegas is popular.
Oh yeah, don't go by the truck dealer.
Another guy that's
He'll be
on
loaded.
a guy that's on Delta's trucking company, Duffy. He was on
Expendables
here.
crew.
He was on multiplayer on here one night, and he was going one direction, and Frank was going the other direction.
Oh no.
Yeah, met him on the interstate.
That was some guy driving Holland with he had a guide car. So
Yeah, certain oversized loads require
yeah,
an escort vehicle, and in multiplayer you can haul them, but you've got to have somebody run an escort for you.
oh, you can't. It's
You-
not. It's not
yes.
computer provided.
No, it is not. You can get cars for multiplayer.
That's what the okay.
That's why it
And-
had an account name on top of it.
Right.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going
Well,
up
that's pretty
90
cool. You could
can
you could
also
arrange
use-
a overloaded convoy with some people running pilot cars.
Right. And if you'll notice in some of the loads, you've seen the little tiny camper trailers, the caravans. That's what you've got to have is the car to tow them.
They should have put a pickup in it.
Well, this is a pretty good.
Well, they're like little single axle Airstream trailers is what they are.
The Airstreams are actually fairly light. They're a lot
Yeah.
lighter than people think. They're all aluminum.
Gotta
Yeah.
give the guys that want to run cars something to haul.
Yeah.
The one thing you cannot get on multiplayer is a police car. You do that, as soon as you go in game, you're going to get booted.
Oh,
That-
they don't like us
that-
going in and giving other people tickets.
No, that is for admin only.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it being
This actually might make me want to play this more. Because one of my biggest beefs about the game was all the traffic. Not, buses pulling out in front of you and then slowing down. And
yeah. These ones
Are-
you keep yelling at, they can hear you.
Or switching lanes, left lane, right lane, left lane,
Yeah.
right lane.
on-ramp, they'll come out and right after the off-ramp, or the on-ramp, I mean, they'll turn into the left lane and then back into the right lane.
Yeah.
It's like, no, stay over there. I'm going to pass you. Of course, here you're doing, 65 and a 55. No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Trim distance, 137. Okay.
This is a fairly new truck. I think I'm 1,376 miles.
I'd have to look and see what my level 26 guy. I think I have my. I don't think it's my very first truck, but it's like my second or third, and I've just upgraded it.
Oh yeah, left turn coming up.
Whereas I have like 28, 60,
What level are you?
22.
Okay, so you're right behind me then. Am I the highest, or anybody past 26?
I'm up there. 40 something, 50 something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've got all the level ups a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think
whatever.
I've got.
I'll tell you after I
kinda
drop the
slowed
load
down.
off where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to the point where I added it up, and my helpers are making just as much money as I am combined. All 13 of them. I
Nice.
think I have five shops, and 13 drivers, and they're all driving black Pete 389s that have a 500 horse with a 13-speed retarder.
We got a right turn coming up and left.
Way station.
Coming into Winnemucca. Chicken coop.
Yep. Please pull in so we can break your truck and then fine you for it. There was a few of those scams going when I was in the tire business. The corrupt DOT officials would loosen brakes and then write the trucker up for it. They'd unadjust their. Of course, they have auto adjusters now, but this was back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Back when I was young and could change 8 truck tires in less than an hour. 40. Hey, I'm down 1,000 pounds. I didn't know the
And
fuel
that-
weighed that much. Wait, I went on a diet.
And that was before they've got these fancy tire changing apparatuses that they've got
What's
now.
really funny about that is I can actually change the tire faster than somebody could put it on the machine. That's the scary part about it.
Well, I mean, even out on the ground, out on the roadside,
Yeah.
they've got a deal that, and it's a two-prong thing, and they can sit there and they can pop that thing in, stick it in, and move it back and forth a couple of times. The tire's laying there on the ground beside the rim.
It takes.
Yeah,
I
tires.
guess they have that machine. You basically pull it next to the truck, and it's on an arm, and it goes right up to the truck and grabs a hold of the wheel and says, "Okay, tire, you're off." Of course, that doesn't work at all for the inside. I got to the point where I could change the outside dual because one of the companies that I had was very picky about not undoing lug nuts if you didn't have to. But I got to the point, literally 53 minutes to change 8 tires. It takes a minute and a half to let the air out. It takes a minute and a half to put the air in. You can't make that go faster on those 2 steps. So there's 36 minutes of airing up and down, and it took me 52 minutes to change 8 of them. You can tell I was multitasking. Yeah, that's funny is I had 4 witnesses. Service manager said, "What's this guy doing? Why is he the only one working?" "Oh, he's trying to beat so-and-so because this other guy did it in an hour." So I said, "Okay, old man, let's see what I can do." I was about 30 at the time. There's no way I could do it that fast now.
3 tires down, heart attack.
Yeah. 2 of us did 4 tires in 18 minutes. We didn't waste any time. And we weren't really rushing either. We just going through the motions and
But not wasting time either.
yeah, it was very efficient, very purposeful movements. I learned that lesson, when I was young. I started when I was like 19 doing tires, and one thing that kind of hit home is it was a family operation. My parents owned it. I had my uncle, my father's brother, was working for us. We had a truck with 6 tires that it needed coming in. So my uncle said, "I'll do the far side. You can do the front, the close side." So I started in on my 3 tires, and I had all 3 done, and he still had 1.5 to go. But if you watched us, every time I was done with the bar, it went back in the little tube, back where it was supposed to be, put away. When I needed it, I walked that 2 steps and picked it up and used it and put it back. My uncle would just drop it wherever he wanted, wherever he was. When he needed it, he searched. And I saw that. This is early on in my career, my training, and I thought, hey, this is cool. And it kind of sunk in, and I apply that to everything I do. Sure, it might be 2 steps to put that tool away, but it saves you 14 minutes when you need that tool and you can't find it.
Because you know right where it's at.
Yep.
Use it, put it, slip it right back, and know exactly where it's at in a few minutes when you need it again.
Yeah, I run CNC.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts when stuff doesn't work nice.
Yeah, or when it's shared tools and you're looking for stuff. Where is it? Then you make a point, go, look, I'm bringing it back. I'm putting it where I found it.
I worked at a Goodyear
That's
Auto
what you
Center
need to do.
I worked at this Goodyear Auto Center for a couple weeks, or a few weeks. I guess a couple months. And nobody in that shop put anything away. I probably spent more time looking for things than I did working. Seriously.
Yeah.
Probably not exaggerating.
Guys, it's the same thing.
Well, the youngest guy, there was a 22-year-old working there. He was okay. It's the 3 old mechanics that were the idiots.
Well, that's
All right, later, Chevy.
Go figure, yeah. Well, yeah, Pete, the young guy, he was cool, but I gave him some pointers. He had just started fresh like 2 months before I did. Didn't know anything more than a tire was black and round. He was actually pretty good at it already, but
yeah. I learned that basically if you can give them a serious wow moment when they're watching you do something, they literally like, how did you do that?
yeah,
Pay more attention to you.
yeah,
They'll actually listen to you when you tell them something.
yeah.
I do that at work a lot because I ran the CNC for years. And literally I don't think about what I'm doing, so I just go through the motions as fast as they can.
Well, this one has to be delivered on the, you know, those little construction sites on the side of the road where they take you down to one lane. I'm delivering to one of those. How cool.
All right, we're
Road
in
barrier?
Oregon. Made it to Oregon.
Of course, the back end of the trailer is not where I need it.
Is it a road barrier?
No, I built on pipe. I guess what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to pull past it, jab the trailer in from behind. That sounded kinky. I like that saying. A lot of things I'll say. Ooh, that sounded kinky. I'm doing first-person view here, so I'm okay. There are my trailers right here. Yeah, I just got to remember. Okay, turn to the left to back up to make the trailer go right.
I run first person. That's constantly, almost all the time in farm sim. So if I go third person, it messes me up.
Yeah, like I said when I first got on, you know, if I try to back like a trailer in farm sim into a barn in third person, it's all over the place. I can't keep it straight, literally. But if I jump into the cab, oh, there's the little white bar right there. No wonder.
There's something weird about the third person camera in ATS. I can't drive using that camera for much of anything other than just backing
Now,
into
if I
spot.
Right.
But you know, farm sim, I don't have any problem driving, you know, third person and not running into stuff usually.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I can't keep it straight. I can't keep this truck straight in third
Well,
person. It's like somehow the way the camera is.
The camera's different in third person on ATS than it is in farm sim. In farm sim, it's locked with the tractor or the combine or whatever you're in. And this one, it kind of moves, you know, kind of floats a little bit. When you turn, it doesn't turn suddenly. It takes a little bit for it to recover.
yeah.
Yeah, and it shifts its super.
Yes, and there's no way to stop it from doing that.
I'm already nuts. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, wrote all about it. I actually think this is all as I think I am.
Crazy
Oops,
people.
I'm up against something. I know I'm crazy, so. Okay, there's a third person view. Oh, my trailer decided, here I'm thinking I'm doing really cool. The rear of my trailer, it's a short trailer. My truck is actually as long as the trailer. It's like,
All right, I got to bypass. I'll hold on.
Yeah, I got to go in too.
This way station's kind of interesting because the road's got a turn. The way station just kind of cuts the corner.
Yeah, the first time I went through here, I was like, oh, you know, I'm going this way. And I got a fight.
okay, go figure I'm using third person here and I'm actually getting this trailer where it's supposed to be. I know the problem. I'm driving a Kenworth. Hey, there we go. T, decoupling. Driven distance 220. Looks like a typical 5 miles per gallon, roughly. Hey, I leveled up. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the leveling? I like getting explosives.
Go for longer distance first.
I did that on my main save. I have a secondary save where I'm ignoring the long distance skill completely, just to kind of see what it's like. But I think in this case I do need the long distance so I can keep up with you guys.
I think I went with hazmat, flammable.
Yeah.
Kind of worked my way down.
Does flammable actually give you some decent loads? Because I always wanted explosive.
I think I started with
I did. I like explosives because you can hop fireworks, and they were fairly common. But
As soon as I could afford to buy a truck and a driver, I did that. Basically, every time I could afford to buy a truck and a driver, I did that.
Yeah.
So I had like, I don't know how many.
I actually have more money right now in this new safe than my big one does. I have $4,000. That gives you an idea. Well, my
At
big
this
one, I
point,
owe everything to.
at this point, I make about 100 grand a day, just in drivers. Me running a couple loads, it's like, oh, buy a new truck and a driver every day. Pretty easy.
I think that's part of the way I got burned out is I'm at the point now where what's the point? I've got so much money and so much income.
Yeah, so for me right now, ATS is exploring new DLCs and that excitement and multiplayer.
Yeah.
Between DLCs, it's like,
Well, that's why I'm doing the game where I don't do the long distance, just to see how it works. Say, I'm in Port Angeles. Nope. Yeah, Pendleton, or hey, there we go. Here's one that might give me there. I got Salem, Oregon, to Pendleton, Oregon. Hey, I even get to drive one of the little stars that way.
what's ADR cargo? Hey, Smoky Games, what's up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The 389p I have it set so I put this camera all the way back. I can see both mirrors without turning my head, and I'm used to that. So I like that. If I don't have that, let me see if I can do that in this.
Oh, I was a little late tonight too.
Let's see. Field of view. Way back. Yeah. And if anything, I also turn it a little bit to the right, and then yeah, it looks like the Lone Star I can do that with. Barely. I'm waiting for the Mac. I'm a Mac fan. So.
Is that what that
Back
dog video was supposed to be saying?
It's supposed to be.
I didn't understand it. Some dog and some chick and some bar of soap.
Back in the day, Mac was built by Mac. Mac had a Mac engine, had a Mac transmission, Mac axles, Mac frame, Mac cab, Mac gauges on the dash. Now who knows?
Oh, I'm Idaho. Welcome to Idaho sign.
I know what's going on. I've got another truck driver right in my way. David Hidez. No wonder. I was like, what is this black splotch in front of me? And then I see a headache rack. Idaho. Missy
Oh,
Bonix didn't
got
have
a-
a contestant in that.
On the right, we got some irrigation circle.
Oh, a crop circle.
Is that like a pop circle? I mean, popsicle. I guess I should pay attention to the length of my trailer. Okay, I only hit the curb a little bit. So.
I had a friend. I had a friend that somebody called him, trying to sell him something, and by the time he got off the phone, he was selling him crop circle insurance.
Really?
He says, yeah.
Wow.
He says, hey, well, get on Google Earth and look. He says, around where you're at. He says, you see all them circles? That's crop circles. You need insurance
is
to protect
funny.
against that. Oh yeah,
Logistical
he hadn't
Lobos.
believed it.
There's like 6 guys with almost the same name all pulling into this area in Oregon. No, 7. Logistica Lobo CR. And then there's all of them are Logistica Lobo something.
Yeah, they're all in the
6 or
same,
7 of them, all white.
all in the same trucking company.
Yeah, they all had similar looking trucks. They're all blue, white with blue accent, blue pinstripes. This might renew my interest in this.
So if you're not a member of a virtual trucking company, Delta Bravo Productions would love to have you join him.
Gee,
Yes.
sounds like an advertisement to me. Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh, it's very laid back.
I know.
All are welcome.
There is no minimum miles. There is no minimum run. Loads you have to run.
Competitions are all just friendly fun.
That's right.
Yeah, or I wouldn't be allowed because I barely run much of anything.
Is there a
Now,
maximum though?
nope.
Do you have to drive pink trucks or?
Whatever you want. And
There's
if
single
you
and multiplayer together.
right, and if you do run 30 loads within 30 days, then you get entered in a drawing for a Steam gift card.
All right, here we are. So I guess we'll split off and go to our drop-offs. This overpass, pretty cool.
That's pretty.
Which one is that? I might remember that.
Oregon.
Oregon with a covered bridge or covered wagon.
370 something.
Oh, in
Ontario,
Oh, just-
Ontario, Oregon.
Oh, in Ontario? You're there now already? That's
Yeah.
fast.
Yep, I'm crossing the river right now from
That's okay.
Idaho into
I'm already-
Oregon.
I'm already in Bend. What's up? What's taking you guys? I took a cab.
I made it up here without getting fuel,
I don't
but
need-
I'll have
what-
to get fuel before I go anywhere else.
What I need go juice for?
Now, I understand in multiplayer, if you do have trucks that are hired for you, you log out for a couple days, you come back, you might have millions of dollars because they're all been working for you while you're gone. Is that true? Or
Has not happened for me because I've run my other profile some.
That's the main reason why.
My drivers have made someone in, but not much.
oh, okay. 'Cause that's one of the
Welcome,
things
Jaybird.
that maybe they fixed it. Because when I first looked into this, that's part of the reason why I didn't do it. Is somebody said, yeah, if you have any drivers working for you, they'll keep going while you're logged out, and you log back in, you'll have millions of dollars. And I want to work for things. I don't want it all handed to me.
No, I never had that much money.
Yeah, or at least hundreds of thousands. But boy, I see 4 blue dots on my little radar right now. Oregon is really hopping.
Welcome, Jaybird.
Hey,
Oh, hey there.
oh, that part of my
On your way to Hillsborough.
Must not be flying on a plane. Oh.
I got no blood pressure tonight. Kind of bothered.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's almost as scary as when your blood pressure hits like 210 over or whatever. I've had that happen recently. Go to the hospital and we don't know why it's doing that. That's weird.
That's pretty great.
I found out it was anxiety and stress. Run. I'm technically, I don't know if you've heard of ASARCO, ASARCO, the mining company that's on strike. I am a haul truck driver, well, water truck driver. Like I mentioned, the 1.2 million pound, one of those little itty bitty Tonka trucks. That's where that came from. Yeah, these aren't fairly very common. They're 400 ton. Most of them you'll see are 320. Of course, I've near the end of my stint, I was driving a little bitty 20,000 gallon water truck. It's on a 120 ton chassis.
My blood pressure got a little low. 98.
That's low.
More of this multiplayer.
Would you guys accept a young lady driver?
I have a fresh profile. I'm still in rented trucks, so
Level 40 is where I'm at.
Because
level 40. Okay.
I don't think he cares.
No, I don't think he'd mind a bit.
Okay, yeah, because now she don't speak. She mostly does typing because her mic don't work.
Oops.
So, but
Job
she
market.
would put miles in big time.
Beautiful.
Because she
Did the
loves
cruise set.
HTS big time.
I got to load to Ogden, Utah. A couple loads to Ogden, Utah. I'm a little shorter since I'll just be going for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to split and go spend some time with the old
All right.
lady.
That's what I was doing tonight. Spend time with her watching Hallmark movies.
Mm,
Give me a chance to catch up a little bit, get a truck, and get established. And
right, right.
if I know you guys are in Utah, I'll kind of work my way that direction.
I'm
I'll
getting
fill out-
fuel.
I'll fill out the application tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
But now you know why I picked St. George, Utah as my. Well, actually, the reason why I picked it is because now I have certain trailers available to me. They're only available if you have your main garage in Oregon, Washington, or Utah. Well,
Oh, okay.
see,
All
Right.
right.
Do I have to have a certain color for a truck?
No.
pink. Oh, you're
I'm not doing
darn it.
Bear pink.
No, there isn't any actual
Okay,
rules
because
or
right
anything.
now I'm driving a Kenworth day cab, W900 day cab, black.
No, you're good.
That was she asked me, is there a color? I said, nope. She was interested.
Have a good night.
You too.
Yep. All right. Farmer Craig, you got an Ogden?
Yes, I do.
Ogden job.
I need to re-enable my horn because I've had a few people honk at me, and they weren't right behind me, so I know they weren't telling me to get out of the way.
See,
They were like going over overpasses above me and things like that.
see, last month, this end of this month, I put in over 40,000 miles in.
In real life?
No, in TruckersMP.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to check and see how many miles I have on my level 26 guy, but I may bring him over if the helpers don't accumulate money any, like I heard.
No, they don't accumulate big money. I mean, they might accumulate money like, spend 2 game
might
days
do
in the
one.
game, you fill in 2 game days single player.
Yeah.
Log in and here's millions of dollars. Days
Yeah, they
change.
probably fixed that, actually, because that would have been a loophole or...
Yeah, because I was watching, some ATS, and the guy had like huge, massive amounts of money. He's like, "Yeah, I'm using my multiplayer files." Multiplayer give you a bunch of money, but it was because, I guess, of that bug.
Yeah, might have been. I'm kind of at the point now where in my big save I want to start paying them. I have all my loans maxed, so I want to pay them off and then start accumulating garages, get one per state. See if I can get all the map explored. Of course, just as I get, I'll probably hit like 75%, and then they'll have Idaho come out. Then I'll get back up to 75%, and then Colorado will come out. You know how that goes.
Yeah, and they occasionally add new roads on existing states.
Yeah.
new routes, and then you're always going to kind of
Yeah.
catch what you miss. They redo a road, so then you have to drive it over again.
Yeah, I think I'm at 58% right now. So, do I get to bypass? Hey, I can bypass finally.
Of course, it used to be you had to drive to the garages to buy them, but now you can just.
Yeah, once you hit a certain level, you can. So, like on your big saver, mine too. You just, as soon as you have enough money, buy a truck, or buy the garage, buy the trucks. Actually, what I do is I'll buy the garage, and then I'll move a couple of my drivers around, and then slowly fill them back up. But
There's Shimron. I wonder if that's Chevron. I think.
Could be.
it's an oil company.
I guess that's not a gas station. Need fuel, so I'll put this gas.
The Dales. I've been there once.
The Dows? Yep.
I've done a lot of research on the Missoula flood, so I'm kind of very familiar with the geology of the area now.
Oh, I didn't see who.
Or should I say I've done a lot of research disproving the Missoula floods.
Didn't see who signed up.
Yeah, the fuel pumps are round back climb.
Got it. Dumped like 300 gallons in his truck.
Maybe after this run I may just pop into my big save, set it up so I can strip the mods off of it. List the non-cosmetics and then try and see what happens. Actually, I don't think I have any non-cosmetics. Well, I have the no old cars and not as many police mods. Don't
I
need
got my
those.
load picked up. I'm ready when you are.
All right, I gotta go get my load. I got my. Got 1 mile, right on the other side of the interstate.
It's pretty sad when the interstate is in the city and they limit your speed.
Yeah, you drive it through and you set cruise to 65, and then you just start coasting.
Yeah, I just did that. So the Dales, or however it's pronounced. Two that throw a lot of people over just east here, Coeur d'Alene and Pondorial, or Ponderay. Hey, I can step on it again.
Are you guys doing them certain loads they offer for that one going on?
Yeah.
The
Good.
external.
No
Yeah.
contracts.
Because that's what I was working on. Working on, or, yeah, or,
I think we've already qualified for the personal bonus. 1,200 miles.
Yeah, if you went from Phoenix to Oregon, you got it.
Well, it was
I'm working on a load about a 1,200 mile run.
2,500 kilometers is 1,550 some
you-
53 miles.
So
So
you need another run other than the Phoenix to
yeah,
Portland.
when
Ontario.
going down to Ogden will cover it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just put it in the application, so hopefully you
The Delta Bravo, is that through Discord? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll invite you.
Okay. people ask, well, what did you do while you were while the coronavirus was going? Oh, we just delivered cargo all over the U.S.
Oh, the game crashed on me.
Oh,
Oh, Farmer Klein.
Yeah.
I've talked to you before a long time ago. Ready for the Snowbird Gaming. I am working on a map. I took you know that one map that Taylor Farms did, that the Frankenmuth map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took his terrain and redid it. Redid the fields and everything. Putting a whole new town in, putting all brand new buildings in and everything. And it's turning out pretty good. And it's multi-fruit.
All right. Oh, guess what? I'm back into Phoenix. Garage manager.
yeah. If you have garages all over the place, you can blink around.
Yeah. Here I come. Oh. Oh, I need to launch Truckers in. Then I should jump back in.
True.
Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Yep.
I realized something was up because OBS wasn't showing the game, and I realized the reason it wasn't showing the game was because it's suitable for multiplayer. So I got 84,000 miles showing up on that
For your
profile.
World of Trucks? Or? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the level 40 guy. Actually, it's a chick. I did the gimmick that it was going to be an all girls trucking company.
Yeah. Kind of like when I don't know if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings Online. For shits and giggles, I made a female hobbit warden, and she was like way tougher than any other class and character I've ever played in the game. It's funny. I just kind of did it as a gimmick, but she was so tough, I ended up using her as my main.
Where were we going again? Ogden?
Ogden.
Yep. This is a fairly long trip. The timing is different here than it is in single player too, isn't it? As far as like the time scale and progression.
No, I think it's the same.
Is that the same? It's World of Trucks that's different, that's right.
Just that,
I'll be back in a second.
you know, time progresses constantly on the server.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like weather and road blockages and stuff are all client side. So it could be rainy for you, but sunny for me. because I might have my rain percentage cranked all the way down, and you might have yours cranked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, even after I adjusted my geo, I woke up one morning and I think the game was mocking me because it rained, even though the forecast had said just cloudy all day. It rained literally from the time I woke up at 7 till like 1 o'clock. It was really funny.
GoldenEye
Your eyes
says, GoldenEye says timescales are different between single and multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right, I'm coming up behind you.
This may use the World of Trucks time scale or something. Pendleton, Oregon.
A nice looking truck you got there.
Yeah. Same paint job as yours, just different color.
Christmas. Need to keep my fuel. Oh,
There's a fuel stop down here not too far. How low are you?
oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, should be able to be alright. It's the classic stripes for the W9KW.
Oh, okay. That's the old style
It's
one, old school, or the new school?
The classic stripes for the W9.
No, the
Classic.
W9 is that the old style truck, Kenworth?
Where it is.
That's the large hood,
Okay, the square hood, yeah.
what they
Kinda like
call
the
a large
P-
car.
Yeah. Similar to the P389, as opposed to the 567, or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yep, it's the or 379, which is what I prefer.
Yeah, there
I
wasn't
don't
a
like the
lot.
headlights. I don't like the headlights on the 389s.
In my farm sim, I used the 389, but I put the 379 headlights on it. Actually, even my my ATS, I put the old style headlights on it. It's a thing you can get.
Yeah. And his is red and white, mine's blue and white.
So I'm gonna be the oddball.
Well, Nostalgic had a 579B.
Yeah. The thing I didn't like about the slope nose trucks is you can't. I use the side of the hood as an indicator of whether I'm on the road or not. You know, I use it to aim. You can't do that
Yep.
with the slope nose trucks.
Nope. On the 389s and the W9s, you can put that center emblem right on the white stripe, and you're in the middle of your lane.
How did you know? Let's see, level 3 here. What I want now. Maybe we'll go ahead and get explosives.
I kind of like the international too. Inside of
That Lone Star, that last drive was actually halfway decent. It does have enough of a hood that you can use it to aim. I hate the Volvo in this game. It's horrible. It sounds terrible. And let's see, 8,000. I don't think I get quite enough. I need like 131. I can borrow 130, but you have to do it kind of a roundabout way. It was about 131,000, right, that you need for your first truck. Can you tell it's been a while?
Depends on how much stuff you do to it.
Yeah, let me do a little mock-up here. Visit selected dealer. Do you want to travel to Yuma? Well, I don't have any home. Hey, there's a BMW. There we go. I can buy that. Okay, there's the Pete. Customize. Yeah, old stock. Where is it? I'll tell you the price. Well, it's not like I can do a lot to it.
Price should be right there on the screen. See the truck pics? Oh, we got horses running into the side. That was cool.
Oh, they're only 118 to start. Get rid of this horrendous piece of plywood for a moment. Can't do that yet. Can't get rid of the plywood bumper yet.
That's what would be cool is if they offered you like a real old truck, starter truck.
Well, that's kind of what I did with that K100 mod, like Resnick did in his video. Looks like I can get into one for just the hair under 120,000.
Right turn. I'm gonna get fuel.
All right.
Then I'll be able to do
BP, not a BP.
Okay, there's 100,000.
Then at 1.8 million, I could do some money.
Yeah, there we go. 128. I'll be making way more than the interest, so I'm only paying like 2,300. No, 22. Oh no, wait. 2,500 a day. Okay, now truck dealer. That gives me you.
Got gas yesterday for a whopping $1.09.
Wow.
Grocery store discount?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had,
we're 219, 220 here in Arizona for fuel right, or for gas right now.
Had 70-some cent off. And I was like, man, it probably is going to go away at the end of the month, so I better just call.
Is that the Kroger type store discount? Yeah, we have Fry's here, so I live alone, so I get 30 cents off at the most. Let's go with the 4 5. This month I'm working on having a whole whopping 10 cents off. The joys of being on strike.
Yeah. Don't be spending much money, do you?
No, I got a job working for Circle K, graveyard shift, but I'm glad I'm not day shift. 121,000.
Another fuel station right here. They're like, they're beside each other.
Yay. Okay, what is ghost mode supposed to be? You're not really in the world.
You won't hit anybody.
Well, you're there, but if there's another truck there where you're at, it'll go through you so that
Okay.
you don't doesn't cause a problem.
I'm parked in my garage, so I guess if somebody else is coming into my garage, then
Right. Somebody else has that for a garage. Yes.
yeah.
You don't want to like spawn in and all of a sudden like wreck your truck and somebody else is. I got a bypass.
As my truck's rolling.
So did I.
Street.
Keep it hammered down.
Okay, first thing, fix the adjustments on everything. I wish you could adjust your lights. A lot of people wish you could. See, I was looking at, I have a half-ton pickup, and I was sitting there just out of curiosity looking around in the pickup, you know, just looking straight forward to see what I could see. And you can actually see quite a bit. So that's why I set my field of view so big and wide in this. Okay, see what kind of jobs I can find. External contracts.
Incoming, we got 2 coming in. Well, 1. One's coming the same way we're going. Were you on the server with us when we were doing the MP with Raz and half of folks' loads were just empty? They looked empty compared to everybody else?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guy up here's got a tractor on his truck.
I was with Duffy last night, and he was pulling an oversized load, and he had an empty lowboy.
You're bogged down pretty bad for having an empty trailer.
This is weird. Loaded into some profile, and my money is dash. Garage count 99. Truck count 999. Let's log out. Application fatal error. Do you want to send crash.log file? No.
I don't think I've ever seen that loader. It was like a big hat loader.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
I think I have too. I think I hauled one, but I hauled so many different things. I used to do just all the big white and heavy loads before, but
Special haul loads are
I very purposely bought a reefer now so I don't have to do those anymore. I got kind of ruined by having to take a truck bed down into that mine pit in Salt Lake, or near Salt Lake. That is not a fun drive. The trucks don't fit.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
get through the gate.
That's one of the Steam Award deals is hauling all 3 parts of one of those big mine haul trucks.
Yeah.
Achievement.
Yeah, I've got the forestry DLC. That one's fun too.
Okay. What to do? Do I not own my truck yet? Oh, there it is. Truck market, external. Let's see. There's one to Salt Lake City. That would put me fairly close.
Hilly stretch of road here.
Moab would be nice. Great Ogden is up there, so I'll go Salt Lake City.
Oh, thanks for the sub, Paragon Gaming.
Load of rock. Never thought I'd be picking a load that pays $29.42 per mile. I'm so used to the ones that are 3 times that.
So with the virtual trucking company, you'll need to download something called TruckBooks,
Okay.
and then tie that to your ATS install. And as long as TruckBooks is running in the background, and it will basically pull the telemetry data out of ATS on every load, then
Okay.
upload it to TruckBooks. That's where the virtual trucking company keeps its stats.
Like
Yes.
Delta Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, the brake check.
I was reminded because with that, if you go over 80, I see.
Yeah, truck books, anything over 80 is considered racing.
Even downhill with a tailwind and a big load.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a minute. BRB. Gonna mute for just a minute here.
Yeah, when I logged back into TruckersMP, there was like 900 some.
Wow.
server.
Yeah, your number's 919.
I can only imagine how busy, like down California and 3 states would be.
Oh, man. I think about all of them is about 20% off right now.
Yeah, oh, we got a left turn coming up. I'm expecting to get notice on that DLC like any week. I really thought it was going to come out in March. How you doing, Paragon Gaming? Well, I expect like me, I'm on only because of the truck at home thing. Oh, this triple guy is pretty cool. Swooshes. One and I says 9:52. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll be on all week. We'll be doing ATS all week, streaming it. go in a tunnel. I want to do an underground tunnel. It's gonna be a while before we get an underground tunnel state. I mean, underwater.
Maybe now I can be lined up to this trailer.
Well, like, yeah, we're probably gonna. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be like a East Coast state. For example, Virginia, where I'm at. You get out to the East Coast, and there's a big underwater tunnel to take you out to the, you know, across the bay, under the bay. Get out to Norfolk and Virginia Beach area. Take no DB. I actually
Still
work.
on the way to Ogden.
Yep, still on the way to Ogden.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm on my way to Salt Lake, so
266 miles to go.
okay. I've got 264 miles to Salt Lake.
Well, I think Alaska could happen if they roll in the Canadian Providence that's out there. I don't know which one it is.
No stop sign there, so I don't need to stop.
You know, Hawaii would be kind of interesting because you'd have to be there. You can't drive to there. You just have to teleport. Yeah, that'd be cool. The Bay Bridge and the tunnels. Hey, Captain Jack. So with everybody running World of Truck contracts, there's no real passing.
Yeah.
You just kind of get your way up to a truck. Then you just, you know, we're all going the same speed.
Yeah. Well, everybody has a max speed of 65.
Yeah, so, I mean, if people aren't running it, they'll just fly past.
Yeah.
Kind of refreshing. You slowly make your way up on somebody because they're a little lower than you on the hills, but overall that they're still going the same speed.
Yeah. It's one of the first things I upgraded is my engine. Even my starter truck, I went with the 405 horse instead of the standard 375.
Yeah, it's going to be a while on Colorado for
I
sure.
wish a lot of trucking companies would use bigger engines. They're afraid of extra fuel usage, but they don't realize they'll actually get better fuel economy with a bigger engine. In a lot of cases,
Yep.
especially if they're in the hills, but they don't realize
They're
that.
running them out. Yeah. I worked for a company out of South Dakota that they actually run 485 horse Cummins engines because with 13 speeds behind them because they run a lot of mountain states.
Yeah. We have a little company that runs the sulfuric acid and the copper plates back and forth to the mine that I worked at.
We got a guy pulling out on the road over here. I don't know how far behind you are.
And I think this trucking company has all 200 horse engines in every one of their They're little day cab trucks.
I need to pull in.
10-4.
Because I climb about 2,000 feet in about 10 miles when I leave my house to go towards Tucson. And going up that hill, they're down 25, 30 miles per hour in a couple places. And I know the drivers aren't that bad. And you know that poor little engine's just straining to do that. Well, even in like a pickup, you get a Chevy pickup with a 350, gets better fuel economy than the 305 or the 4.3 V6. Go figure. Doesn't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
Or a Corvette gets better fuel economy than a V6 Mustang. It doesn't have to work as hard. Of course, you put your foot in that Corvette, then yeah, it'll use more fuel. But
Yeah. And Chevrolet put that same 4.3 in an S10.
and there it actually gets pretty good mileage.
Yes, they do.
Yep. That's
just
actually where it
gotta-
came from. You put it in a half ton, then it starts to choke.
Yeah, and you gotta watch it because in that little S10, it can like the tires.
Yep, I had, well, mine couldn't because I had the ZR1 four-wheel drive extended cab long bed.
Yeah.
With the big tires, it wouldn't do it, but
I got the little two-wheel drive standard cab.
when 1995, right before I bought a 94 sport truck, it was just the step side all one color with the 350 automatic, I test drove one of the little plain Jane radio delete even. I mean, it had the list of options that were delete. I mean, that's the only option it had. It deleted the radio and the spare tire and a couple other little things. I drove one of those, a 4-cylinder 5-speed, and the guy says, they're actually pretty peppy. Go see what they'll do. So I left black marks out of the dealership with a little 4-cylinder S10 with a manual, and it caught scratch in second and third. I'm like, whoa! It was actually fairly cheap, but then I saw that sport truck and had to have that instead.
Now I'm taking S10 and drop a 350 V8 in it.
Yeah, they actually fit.
They will.
I had a 67 Jeep CJ5 with the 350 in it. I didn't get to drive it yet because I was in the middle of building it, lost my job, and met a girl and sold the parts. If I do another one, I'll do an MB, which is that flat fender with it's a little bit broader hood and the recessed headlights. More of a military style.
Captain Jack, I think it's late 2020.
But if I'm going to do a hot rod, I'll do a 65 Buick Sport Wagon with a 455 that's about 650 horse. And call it good.
I know a guy put a 455 Pontiac in a 67, I think, Camaro.
Yeah. Yeah, the Buick Pontiac 455s were a lot more of a racy engine than the 454 Chevy or the 460 Ford. What's weird though is the Buick had the shortest stroke with the largest bore, and it had the most torque of all of them, all of the 455s. Or at least the best performance of them all. It was the lightest, that was part of it. It was 100, it's actually a 455 big block Buick is lighter than a small block Chevy.
Wow.
Because it's not a skirted block like the small block Chevy. You know, it has the block extends below the mains on the small block Chevy, whereas the 455 Buick, the block stops right at the center of the mains. The main direct.
Yeah.
It's designed by Lee Iacocca. You have entered a city. We just turned your engine off for you. Please enjoy your stay. I almost put a 400 in my Jeep because it would have been lighter than the 350 and it would have bolted up to my original V6 Buick bell housing and stuff. But the engine I had ended up having an issue, so I went with a Great Motor 350 instead. It's probably a good thing I didn't drive it either. Or didn't get to been dangerous. Even stock with about 260 horse and a 2,200 pound Jeep with low gears and big tires and lots of traction. That was not a good combination.
Welcome to Utah.
I'm leaving Cedar City.
In here throttled at 65 and I'm seeing speed limits at 80. I'm rolling a roadblock.
Utah.
How fast am I? I'm doing 4.5. I'm be in town.
Do you have to go in?
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm kind of curious what they're really adding as far as those inspections. I know before I've pulled into a way station with just the standard configuration, you know, just a standard 53-foot trailer on a standard truck and weighed 89,000 pounds. Normally that'd be a ticket.
What's over here? This like water. Way station.
That would be the Great Salt Flats.
Oh.
Off to your left, way out in the distance, beyond your line of sight, will be Bonneville Speedway.
And 15 to 19,000 years ago, you would have been under 1,000 feet of water. Lake Bonneville. That's another flood that I've disproved, but
There's a sculpture thingy over there. Hole with
Yeah,
the round
it
knobs
is.
on it.
Yep. And one of them's like broke open, kind of like an egg, and pieces of it laying on the ground.
I like all the Easter eggs they hid in this game. I can't remember any of them right now, but except the aliens flying around by Roswell. Well, the lights flying around anyways. Oh man.
Klein's got more horsepower than I do.
Uh-oh. You both
Oh,
probably have
yeah.
more than I do.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Good with heavies.
He climbs hills better than I do.
Here, I'm just putting along at 405.
Hey, Cinder Case, what's up?
Let's see if my retarder works. Well, it probably will because I'm already doing 65, but I think the game will hold me back in that case. Where does it let you go over when you're going downhill?
If you're going downhill, definitely.
Even with the World of Trucks, it's been a while since I've done
Yes.
it. Well, let's find out. Well, I'm going across the flat now, so we can't test it.
Come down one earlier, I was doing about between 75 and 80.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I got rid of that 1,001 horsepower engine, is it took the challenge out of climbing hills, and I could, you know, literally cross the flat at 80, 85. Whereas even with that 6 1/4 horse, wouldn't quite go that fast. Delta, Utah, as opposed to Delta, Colorado. I've been to both.
Okay, we've got a little bit of concrete road. Back in asphalt.
I was actually surprised to see they still built the P389 square nose tractors. They might have a different number now, but
They're doing away with them.
oh, they are eventually, finally.
Yeah, them and the W9s both.
Yeah, they're probably not very aerodynamic.
They are not.
Oh, we got a interchange coming up here. Gotta go up and over.
So have either of you played ATS drunk? Drunk driving for the win. I had a beer while I was driving an AT, but I didn't get drunk. Darn it. Break by Jake.
Some cool building there on the up and over ramp on the right. Fun factory. It's got heat on it, heating on it, or something.
Hey, 67, so I guess you can. One neat thing is the places that I have been in the game, that I've been in real life, it's kind of neat how they've captured the feel very well in this game. You know, the buildings aren't obviously in the exact spots and stuff, but the architecture and the style and kind of the general overall layout is pretty accurate.
Yeah, they've done pretty good.
Yeah, there's some landmarks that are pretty spot on. I understand.
Yeah.
There was an Australian guy that used to do a bunch of ATS. He used to go around, like, show them and then show like the Google Earth pictures of the real buildings and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I've been all over eastern Utah, and I lived in New Mexico and Arizona, which are all both in the game. And Albuquerque to Flagstaff, that kind of route has the right feel. You know, you get the climb going from Albuquerque up to Flagstaff. Even the Phoenix to Flagstaff, I mean. Albuquerque to Santa Fe seems pretty spot on. I still need to check out that highway going northeast out of Tucson that I live on. It's like a no-name highway. I'm really actually quite shocked that it's in the game. Let's see. I'm not used to this GPS. 42 miles away.
Alright guys, so we're pulling into our delivery station. We'll be back on ATS tomorrow night around 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you want more ATS, more trucking at home action, then join us back tomorrow. matching trailer truck combo there. Oh, we got the same load?
I think so.
You don't do the high experience. You just say it's good. Yeah. Take it.
I've got it set to auto experience.
Oh, okay. Should have had Granny all doing the GPS thing. I almost missed my turn. Oh, it's one of those reverse. I call them reverse osmosis interchanges. Where the right side switches over to the left, crosses, and switches back to the right.
That would be called a yeah, that one. That thing, yeah.
Alright guys,
Reverse osmosis.
I'm going to go ahead and park right here. And until next time,
Discovered.
happy trucking.